everyone, I'm Dina from simplyhomecook.com, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these crispy chicken tenders in the air fryer. They have this irresistibly crispy exterior, and then on the inside they're just perfectly juicy and so tender. So if you have an air fryer, you have got to make this recipe. You will not regret it. Oh, and stick around for the end of the video because I'm going to show you how to make 3 different dipping sauces, and my favorite is this Copycat Chick-fil-a sauce. This stuff is so good, and I'm not trying to brag, but it is spot on. My kids think I buy this, and they will never know that I make it from home. No one's gonna tell them. I'm also gonna show you how to make this 4-ingredient barbecue sauce. It's super easy to make, and it has been a family favorite for many years. And last but not least, I'm gonna show you how to make this simple buttermilk ranch. All right. Enough talking, let's get into it. So starting with the chicken marinade first, you want to add a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and 1 pressed garlic clove to a large bowl, and then give it a good mix using a whisk. Now go ahead and toss 1 pound of chicken tenders into the marinade, then use tongs to evenly coat the chicken into the marinade. Then set the chicken aside for a few minutes, or you can even marinate it overnight for extra flavor. Now onto the breading. In a medium-sized bowl, add 1/2 cup of plain breadcrumbs, 1/2 cup of Panko style breadcrumbs, and a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. You'll also want to add 3/4 teaspoons of salt and 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. Now grab a clean whisk and mix everything together. In the meantime, preheat your air fryer to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now generously coat the chicken tenders in the breading mixture one at a time. And I like to press the crumbs into the chicken as much as possible to really get the most crispiness out of these tenders. As you work in batches, place the breaded chicken tenders onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Now coat the bottom of your air fryer basket with a quick spray of avocado oil, and I recommend using your own oil mister here. Then place about 4 chicken tenders onto the basket and spray with another light coat of avocado oil. Cook the chicken at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 4 to 5 minutes per side. A good way to know if your chicken is done is by inserting a meat thermometer into the center of the chicken, and it should read at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit. In the meantime, here is how to make that amazing Chick-fil-a sauce. Add 1/2 tablespoon of boiling water to 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, and then stir it until the sugar is almost completely dissolved. Then set it aside. Now in a small bowl, add 1 cup of mayonnaise, a 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of yellow mustard, and a 1/4 teaspoon of liquid smoke. And you can totally skip the liquid smoke if you prefer not to use it. Then go ahead and add the sugar syrup and whisk everything together until it is well combined. Now onto the buttermilk ranch. In a bowl, add 1/2 cup of sour cream, a 1/3 cup of mayonnaise, and a 1/4 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Then pour in 1/2 cup of buttermilk and squeeze in 1/2 teaspoon of fresh lime juice. Then add 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of granulated sugar, and, you guessed it, 1/2 teaspoon of dried dill. Now grab your whisk and mix everything together thoroughly. So for the barbecue sauce, you'll need to grab a small saucepan and turn the burner onto medium-low heat. Then go ahead and add a 1/3 cup of molasses, 1 cup of ketchup, a 1/3 cup of honey, and 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke. Then stir it all together and let it come to a slight boil. Then drop the heat to low and let it simmer for about 30 minutes to an hour. This recipe makes a decent amount of barbecue sauce, so make sure to use those leftovers with your favorite grilled meats. All right, last batch of chicken tenders is done, and while they're still warm, you want to enjoy them because you really want to get the most out of that crispy crust. Okay, I'm going to choose the crispiest one I can find. And obviously, as mentioned before, my favorite is the Chick-fil-A sauce. I'm going to load up on that. Okay. Oh boy, this is what my air fryer dreams are made of. This is really, really good. The outside of this chicken is just so crispy and perfectly golden brown. And on the inside, it is so, so moist and tender. Oh, and the sauce, this sauce, you guys, you don't even have to have an air fryer to make this. This sauce is incredible. It is, I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but it is spot on. If you don't have chicken tenders, go find some French fries to dip it in. Or maybe something healthier, maybe some carrots. But I wouldn't recommend it. That probably won't taste very good. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you guys get notified every time I come out with a new recipe. See you in the next video.